Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Bowling Green High School Week 1 football here in 2021. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross here in the broadcast booth getting ready for the Bobcats and the Van Far Indians from Bowling Green High School tonight. And we kind of did a bit of a season overview there, in the open. But let's get into the meat of this matchup. And we talked about Van Far's numbers, and they were low to start, and they've got 6 out tonight, 5 starters.
Yeah, they do. For whatever reason, I think if you listen to Coach Dravis's preseason interviews with Marianne, he talked about trying to institute discipline and showing up on time and that type of stuff. So we don't know if that's what this is all about. But if I were a betting man, it might have something to do with that. And so, yeah, they're shorthanded, and that's not going to help because they only started out with 22 or 23 kids. But, they've got a 2-time All-State running back in Bryson Lay. And I saw a big kid, Brandon Eoff, a junior. He's a big fullback. I'm guessing he'll play at the tailback or fullback position because that's where he was warming up. And so they actually have some. And Nikos Conaway's taking over at quarterback, and we've seen him in basketball. He's a shifty kind of guy and can do things. But you got to have it up front if you're going to win in football.
Well, they're getting ready for the national anthem here, so we'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show after this on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
And welcome back to Bowling Green High School. The band sounds great. That's a pretty darn good Week 1 national anthem.
It is. And your daughter's right in the middle of all that, isn't she? New hair doing all.
Yeah, she's the short one in the back row with the big baritone.
So she got what? Your wife's height or what?
She is surpassed.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and she's still short.
Sorry, April.
She is taken up. Olivia has, in addition to her baritone, she's starting electric guitar.
I saw that. Are you teaching her?
No. That wouldn't be good.
No musical skills for you?
No. I was a saxophone player.
And
I played the electric bass. That all ended when my arm got skated over, but I'm trying to pick it back up again and work.
I always wanted to be a bass player, and they just stand back in the back of the band, just saw on the face, and don't, do their thing.
Okay, here's an interesting bit of trivia. I was in a band at the end of high school. It was a bunch of kids that reminded you of Marilyn Manson,
jamming in the garage, huh?
and me. I was a bag boy at Deerberg's. So I would come in khakis and a tie with all these Marilyn Manson guys around me. It was a good look for the band. That's probably why we are still a band to this day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not true.
Let's talk about the Bobcats, huh? They're coming off a pretty successful season. I think they're 7-4, two really close losses, two of the best football games I've ever broadcast. You and I had them against Centray and Monroe City last year. And so they'll look to step up beyond that this year, and lost a good senior class for sure, but got a bunch of good skill players and some big guys up front back. So we'll look for it may take them a week or two to gel because everybody's kind of got to figure out their new role. But I think they're going to be a team to be reckoned with before this is all over with. And Charlie Bowen out of the backfield, he started the season as kind of their sole back last year, and then they added Mr. Starks to the backfield, and Mr. Starks added a little bit of what would you call it, thunder and lightning to the backfield, I guess. And they really took off after that. So this year, Marcus Starks is going to take over and in the backfield. And ironically, I see he's adopted Big Brother's number.
Yeah, he's got the number one on.
Yeah.
I think this is a really deep running back core for Bowling Green.
Yeah, the guy that people forget about is Cooper Keel. He came in a number of games last year and just had big nights kind of in the second half when the defense maybe kind of got wore down a little bit, and Starks and Bowen had wore down some and added some really good yardage, and so they're deep at the running back. Of course, they got returning at quarterback Dylan Dalton, who's a year older and better, I'm sure. And so, of course, it all boils down to defense and the offensive and defensive lines. And I just looked at their size out there during the warm-ups. They got some big boys.
Yes, they do. That has been the hallmark of the Bowling Green program the last probably 10 years. Is they've got really good lines, big, strong linemen, and it's a nice feeling to be coming out of that backfield.
And as you mentioned earlier, last year this game was canceled and they traveled over to Oak Grove and played a state power on the road on a last-minute schedule and had to travel all the way over there, which is just outside of Kansas City. And, they took some lumps, but that was probably a really good learning experience. And then they played Palmyra the next game, which is what they'll do next week because they'll travel to Palmyra. And they got beat in a close game and started out 0-2, and everybody's like, oh. And it's like, well, you got to kind of look who they're playing.
Yeah.
And they came around as the year wore on and finished strong and lost in a close one to Monroe City on the road. Speaking of Palmyra next week, they've got a brand new facility up there. It is no longer at the middle school, so when you go up there next week, don't go to the middle school anymore. It's out at the high school out on the highway, and it's AstroTurf, and it is sweet.
Sweet. You lose a lot of tradition.
You do that.
And that was a long fight to
Yes,
get that new facility because of that tradition. But I think they're making it work out there, and it is a beautiful new complex.
Yeah, it sure is. And the age of backing your farm truck up on Thursday night, which is actually on city property, and being able to tailgate and have that kind of fun while you watch a football game, those days are over.
And the police escorts and all of that from the high school over to the middle school, that's all done. But they're making it work. They're building new traditions out there, and I think that they've found some sort of spot where they can put those trucks. I don't know.
I haven't been up there yet, but I'm guessing that there had to be some sort of compromise, I would guess.
Definitely. Let's take a break. Come back with your keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Hello, this is Mary Millen with Community State Bank of Missouri. Spring is here, and now is the perfect time to make those needed home improvements with a home equity line of credit from Community State Bank of Missouri. Stop by and visit with one of our loan officers today. They will help guide you through the HELOC process. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices.
Your local authorized dealer.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, week one conversation has got us a little behind in our format, but let's go with keys to the game for this one. And I think for Van Far, they've got to stick to the game plan as far as their substitutions go. Coach Dreves said he wants to make subs every 4 plays. Try and keep them as fresh as they can with their limited numbers out there due to low numbers and injury already in this season. So they've got to stay fresh. They've got to stay hydrated if they want to stay in this game.
Well, and the main thing is the first 7 minutes of this football game are very important. They got to keep from getting just blown out right out of the gate. Some couple big plays. They got to stay away from that. And the longer they can stay in this game, the better chance they've got to make it competitive. Bowling Green, they just got to do what Bowling Green does. They got to come out and do their thing, get their offensive line going, run the football, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Let's see what the coaches have to say about this matchup. First, let's talk to Joe Chin, the head coach of the Bowling Green Bobcats.
It's going to be a good game. It's a rivalry game. I expect both teams to come out and be really excited to play. Van Far's got a new head coach, Joe Dreves. I know him. He's a good guy, and he knows a lot about football. So I expect them to be a pretty darn good team. And, from what I saw in 7-on-7, they're pretty athletic. They got some really fast kids and kids that can catch the ball, so I imagine they're going to spread around, try to throw the ball quite a bit. And, that'll be a good test for our secondary. And, I expect our offense to, kind of do what we do and play our game.
So, Coach Chin, thinking that the Thoroughbreds are going to run tonight for Van Far. And that really does mean that they have to stay hydrated and stay going.
Well, they're going to try, and he talked about throwing it around. I don't know if they can afford to throw the ball around. They need the clock running as much as they can while they're on offense, and so I expect them to pound it on the ground if they can run it against this Bobcat defense.
And what does Coach Joe Dreves say about this Week 1 matchup?
Yeah, we're really excited to start out with them. Bowling Green's always going to be a good challenge, and they've got several key players coming back, and Coach Chin has done a lot of great things with that program, and they're adding Mark St. Clair as the offensive coordinator, so he's a legendary Missouri coach, and I'm really excited to face them and just see how we're going to stack up against them. I think we've got some pretty solid odds, and we're just excited to go out and attack them very early this season.
So it's Coach Joe Dravis on this Week 1 matchup, and I think since that interview, he found out, what his injury situation was a little bit more, and before the game he was asking if I had any eligibility left. So times are desperate because I had an injection in my right knee yesterday. I wouldn't be much of a help at 43.
You got injured broadcasting, I take it.
Yeah. It's, one of those things,
Well, this is the time of year where everybody's optimistic. The unknown, there's still the unknown for everybody. Some people know a little bit more about their team than others, but tonight we're going to find out all over the state of Missouri.
So those are our keys to the game from Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and that's go right into our Community State Bank starting lineups for this ball game. First, defensive starters for the Van Far Indians at D-back. They'll start a sophomore, number 14, Nikos Conaway. Sophomore cornerback, number 24, Braden Lay. Number 23 is sophomore corner Blake Foster. He wasn't even on the original roster, so he's an addition to this Van Far team. A sophomore at linebacker, number 21, Gage Gibson. Another linebacker, senior, number 2, Bryson Lay. On the at linebacker position, he's actually moved off the line due to the injury situation. The sophomore, number 52, Morgan Rigo. At linebacker, number 34, a junior, Brandon Eoff. Defensive end is a senior, number 8, Dalton Bailey. At defensive line, number 67, a junior, Olivia Rode. At D-line, number 55, a senior, Adam McCurdy. And the final lineman, number 50, senior, Andrew Morris. So there's your defensive starters for the Van Far Indians. And the offensive starters for Bowling Green. They are coached by Joe Chin. They'll start at quarterback, a junior, number 6, Dylan Dalton. Senior running back, number 33, Charlie Bowen. Also at running back, a senior, number 9, Cooper Keel. Senior wide receiver, number 12, Braden Heidecker. Also at receiver, number 26, a senior, Owen Niemeyer. Tight end, number 24, junior, Gunnar Bryant. And the line, a sophomore, Harrison Hunt. Number 58, a senior, Seth Huber. Junior Devin Rue gets the start tonight. Junior number 65, Ryan Bowen. And number 68, it's on the line, Jackson Charlton. My graphic got a little funky there for a second. But those are your starters for the Bowling Green Bobcats here for this Week 1 matchup against the Van Far Indians.
Officials for tonight's game, something that's a new trend in the last 3 or 4 years, is a female official in men's sports. We've seen it in the NBA and in the NFL and in major college football, and we see it here in high school football tonight. Bill Treaster's the referee. Andrew Jansen is the umpire. He's got lineman Brian Ray with him, along with line judge Timothy Southers and back judge Allie Stevens. And Allie's already injured. She's got a walking cast on.
she's got that left arm pretty well wrapped going into this Week 1 matchup. And we have female, as you saw in the starters, for Van Far on the line, Olivia Rode, the junior.
Now that's something that you don't see.
No, especially a lineman. But she comes from a pretty good line of football players at Van Far, with Maximus before her. That was the most recent Rode. So it's in her pedigree. So we'll see how she does on that line tonight for the Van Far Indians. 12 minutes are on the clock. We'll take a quick break, come back with kickoff after this on KJFM.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
That's the worst mistake you can make. Take a break right before the kickoff, and it's 6-0 Bowling Green. Short kick returned by the Bobcats to the house. and they score on the first game of the new season, or the first play of the new season. The point after attempt was way short and wide to the left, so it's 6-0 Bowling Green, and recap that play for us.
Charlie Bowen, it was a short kick, as you said. He picked it up at about the 23-yard line, went straight up and gut. Actually had both arms around the football like he was just going to try and keep from fumbling, and rumbled right through the center of the kick coverage and up the middle and all the way for the touchdown.
We'll stick with it here as we look at the Bowling Green cheerleaders, and a great story to see Callie Bailey here, one of the Bobcat cheerleaders. Of course, she's not out there with the girls, but she is here at the ball game after suffering that horrendous injury in that train accident at Curryville. Just to see her back and with the squad tonight is a pretty amazing thing, and just a blessing that she's here with us here in week one.
Absolutely. And what we talked about in pregame, Van Far couldn't afford to have happened. Can't have those big things happen early in a game like this, and it did, and now they're already behind the 8 ball as Marcus Starks will kick it off for the Cats.
A little deeper, more line drive kick than the extra point attempt, which he was not the kicker for, but it's returned up the far sideline by Van Far out to the 30, and that's where they'll start their first offensive possession, and Nikos Conaway will bring the offense onto the field.
Looks like Braden Lay on the return, 19 yards on it on the return, and they'll start from their own 30, as you said.
19 yards on that return.
Bryson Lay is, as we said, a two-time All-State running back. He got his yards last year no matter what or who they played, so we'll see how he fares here tonight in the first game of 2021.
He's kind of split off to the left right now as they're looking for a big play here to start their opening possession, and they go with a handoff, inside handoff to the far side, broken through for about 5, maybe 6 yards, and that's Gage Gibson.
Actually, they ran the option to Lay.
Did they?
Yeah, they pitched it. And Lay went around right end from the 30 out to the 36 for 6 yards. See, the sleight of hand even fooled you.
It did. I was following Gibson. Again, it's week one.
Everybody's got to break in, right?
Uh-huh. At the shadows at the 36-yard line, they put Gibson in motion. Back to throw is Nikos. He's on the run over to the far side, and it's Lay, and he catches it across the 50 to the 45 to make it the 44-yard line. A first down for the Bobcats with 10:53 to go in the opening quarter.
Nice little 30-yard gain. Good pass on a little rollout action. Pressure was on, but Conaway was able to get it away and Lay on a nice catch and run. Exactly what Van Far needed after that lightning bolt to start this game.
Uh-huh. So 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 44. They put Gibson in motion. It's a handoff, and nothing happening this time. It's snuffed out immediately. They'll lose 2 yards. Make it 2nd and 12.
That's the first attempt to run up the middle, and I'm guessing that's going to be the challenge. Is trying to run up the middle against this big defensive line of Bowling Green.
2nd and 12 with just over 10 minutes to play in the first.
But a good start so far for Van Far. We'll see if they want to do things on the outside, as Coach Dravis talked about.
On 2nd and 12, they go with the sweep to the near side, and they'll get the 2 yards back, but that's it. It'll be 3rd and just over 10.
Gibson on the carry, on a little inside reverse, if you will. Not a whole lot of running room that time.
No.
Let's make some noise for that Bobcat defense, fans.
Well, they mark it back a little bit further than the initial spot, so it is a clean 3rd and 11. For the Indians. Back to throw. They put it in motion. Conaway overthrows his target. The man open was Braden Lay. It was over his head. And the Indians will have to punt.
Well, will they punt or will they go for it? They go into that short shotgun thing and let Conaway punt it away unless he sees something available. They're going to stack 4 receivers to the right.
Interesting.
Single receiver to the left. Nobody in the backfield with Conaway.
He looks like he's going to throw. And they are immediately in trouble, and Conaway steps through the first wave, gets a yard, but it's going to be a turnover on downs back to the Bobcats, and we get to see the Bowling Green offense for the first time.
Well, you can kind of see that coming. You know, you got 4 guys out there, so that only leaves 6 to block with the quarterback. Bowling Green brought the linebackers, and they were just outnumbered up front. And Conaway actually able to make a positive yard out of it, but they'll turn it over on downs, and we'll get to see this Bowling Green offense for the first time as they lead it 6-0.
So after the freebie on the opening kickoff, the offense on for the first time, and it's going to be another touchdown for the Bobcats. Oh, my. What a run by Cooper Keel. There is a flag on the play.
So they're going to call that one back. Going to get a wide receiver for a hold or a block in the back.
It's going to be right at the 33-yard line is where the penalty was, and they didn't need to do
43.
anything. 40.
Yeah, I know it's the first game.
Okay, I was going where the official was standing. There it is, the 42. So they'll mark it back from there. Yeah. Really, he was already past the coverage by that point, so that was a hold that didn't need to happen.
Without question. Without question. You know, we saw this a lot last year with Bowling, especially early. They had big plays called back for penalties that were well away from the football.
And you're going to get that early on in the season. They'll learn those lessons. They'll mark it at the 48-yard line of the Bobcats.
So it'll be a net 2-yard gain for Keel as opposed to a 57-yard touchdown run.
See if they go back to the well. They put Bowen in motion. The give is to Starks, and the ball comes loose. Who has it? Looked like Van Far. Conaway is saying it's theirs. And it is Van Far ball on the turnover, and that's a big play early on in this game.
That it is, and it really wasn't much going on for Starks there. They had him by the ankle, and he tried to break free, but it didn't look like anybody really hit him. He just lost the handle, trying to fight away, and Van Far with the recovery.
It's a big play for the Van Far Indians. So they'll talk it over. They get the ball back after 2 plays after the turnover on downs.
So an inauspicious start for both offenses so far.
Mm-hmm. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, and a flag comes out. Did they run out of play clock?
It would appear they did. Question's going to be, yep, I guess they did reset it, so it's just going to be a 5-yard penalty. First penalty of the night on the Indians.
The clocks are not on the field.
So that makes it a little more challenging for Conaway and Dalton to not have that. It's interesting. First game of the year, your clocks don't work.
Back to throw is Nikos. Puts it to the near side and puts that one into the turf at the 45-yard line. Closest man.
He was hit as he tried to throw it away. Mike Orr or Harrison Hunt in there. High praise for Harrison Hunt coming out of the Jamboree down at Troy, and they think he's a high motor guy and going to do some big things for him. And if I'm not mistaken, he's just a sophomore, isn't he? That he is. So it'll be 2nd and 15, a loss of 5.
Now they've lost 5 on the penalty.
That's true, yes. Still 2nd and 15.
Put Lay in motion. And he's wrapped up immediately by Charlie Bowen. No gain for Bryson Lay. It's 3rd and 15.
Ran the same play that they ran to the left with Gibson in the first series to Lay this time to the right. As you said, nothing doing. It's 3rd and 15, I should say.
From the 47-yard line of the Indians.
For the Indians. Let's make some noise for that Bobcat defense, man.
See what kind of pressure the Bobcats can throw at Conaway here on 3rd and very long.
Linebackers move up, and they're going to blitz from the outside.
Got a hand on him. Got around one man, puts the ball in the air to the near side, kind of a duck. Falls incomplete to the Bowling Green sideline.
He was able to get rid of it. It got past the line of scrimmage, and he was out of the tackle box, so that's going to be okay. But it'll be 4th down.
So from their own 47 on 4th and 15, you got to punt this time, right?
Well, you'd think. But they're going to come with the same formation of quads to the right with Conaway in the backfield by himself.
You think their kick coverage is a little nervous at this point?
Bowling Green's not buying it. They don't have anybody back. Now I'd punt it. I'd have Conaway just punt it, and that's what he's going to do.
Over to the far sideline. He's going to drop this one at the 20-yard line, and it's going to roll all the way to the 5 and be down there inside the 5-yard line.
Just a nice little 52-yard punt.
Yeah, nothing to it.
With no return. And that's where the Bobcats will take over deep in their own end, leading 6-0 with 7:50 to play here in the first quarter. And the sun's going down. It's cooling off a little bit. It's going to be a great night for football.
I just wish we could open this window next to us.
What's wrong with it?
It's been broke for about 4 years.
Ah.
Bolted shut now.
That'll cure it being broke again, won't it?
Handoff on 1st down. It's Bowen again over to the far side. Not much there. Good pursuit by number
33, Charlie Bowen on the carry.
Was that 67 on the tackle? Road?
Yeah, looks like they're going to give him 3 on the carry.
34 also there, Brandon Eoff.
So far on the run, the defensive line for Van Far is holding their own.
Except for that play that was wiped off, of course, and here's another one. Starks into the secondary, and he's gone. They're not going to catch up with him today across the 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. No flags on this one, I see. And Bowling Green has extended their lead to 12-0.
82 yards for Marcus Starks. Makes up for that fumble, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And the Bobcats in control of this ball game early. 7:03 to play here in the first quarter. And they're up by 2 scores.
And they'll go for 2 to make up for that missed extra point after the first touchdown.
I feel that's going to be the trouble spot for Van Fars, that secondary.
As soon as those words came out of my mouth, he got through the line of scrimmage, and that was that.
And overthrown on the 2-point try. So that is no good. So with 7:03 to go, Bowling Green leads 12-0 here in Week 1 over the Van Far Indians on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and all parts.
So a kickoff return for a touchdown. Now Marcus Starks run for a touchdown. Had another one wiped off the board. And it's 12-0 Bowling Green here with 7:03 to play in the opening quarter of this 2021 season.
There was a flag on that 2-point conversion. Don't know what it was. I'm guessing they'll mark it off on the kickoff if it was against Bowling Green. Obviously wasn't against Banfar. We'd be replaying it.
Exactly.
Or maybe Banfar declined it.
That's a possibility as well. So much for pinning Bowling Green back inside their 10.
Yeah, that didn't work for very long, did it?
No, it did not. And it looks like already some players dealing with some cramping issues on the Bowling Green sideline.
You can see that coming from a mile off, couldn't you?
Yep. Kickoff goes deep to the far side, fielded at the 12-yard line by Lay. And he's taken down across the 30.
Number 24.
Actually, that would be Braden Lay.
Another 19-yard return by Lay. He's got 38 yards in return yardage. Lots of other big games around the area. Louisiana hosting North Callaway, Mark Twain hosting South Callaway, and 2 other EMO Conference games. Then outside the area, Centralia in Mexico. Hannibal travels to Elias. Palmyra hosts Hallsville in a rematch of the quarterfinal. Paris and Harrisburg, and Winfield plays Confluence Prep.
On first down there, running up the gut, and nice little stumble there by Brandon Eoff as he gets about 7.
That he does. He's a big boy. One of the bigger guys on the Banfar squad. Looks like they're going to give him 8. 2nd and 2 from the 39.
On the tackle for the Bobcats.
So good run for Eoff on first down. They go right back to him, and nothing happening this time. He's wrapped up and will lose about 2.5, 3 yards.
Yeah, looks like they're going to
give him 2.
Looks like it'll be 2.
Number 34, Brandon Eoff again on the carry. Brought down in the backfield by
So it'll be 3rd. And let's call it 4, I guess.
6.
That tackle makes it 3rd and 6 for the Indians.
Yeah, it would be 4, wouldn't it?
For that Bobcat
I
defense.
think the PA guy was listening to you.
Yeah. So big 3rd down here for both squads, and it's Lay on a little reception. Makes a nice little curl, but he's going to be short of first down yardage. Actually going to lose about a half yard on the play.
But he's brought down. Number 33.
Good idea to try and get the ball to Lay on the outside, but nowhere to run for him. We're going to have a water timeout. We'll see those here in the early season.
First water timeout of the year. It comes with 5:26 to go in the first quarter. 12-0 Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
4th and 5 for the Indians following the water timeout. Tonight's action on Eagle 102 brought to you in part by Hayden's Motorsports Center, County Market in Vandalia, Pike County Title Company, Lacrosse Lumber in Vandalia, and Lacrosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green. Catch all the action of high school sports here at 102.1 KJFM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM Radio app, or on our YouTube channel. Keep up with us on Twitter and on Facebook and just about anywhere on the major socials.
See, Conaway is going to punt it away again, and this time Starks is back, and he picks it at the 38.
Coming to the near side, meets a man still on his feet. They blow dead.
Oh, my Lord. They threw a flag and an inadvertent whistle.
Wow.
As he was still going. Well,
he broke that tackle.
Let's see how they sort that out. My old buddy Nathan Chitwood's here. He's an officials observer for the MSHSAA. They'll have something to write about now.
They're going to talk about it.
Not sure what the penalty is. I guess they're talking about that right now.
Wow.
So if it's a penalty against Bowling Green, it's not really going to matter because the play was going to be called back anyway, which I'm guessing it is. Throw the flag and the whistle went off. Isn't that amazing how that works? Hey, it's early in the year, right?
Yeah, he's about as red as the Bobcat coach's shirts right now.
I'm sure he
that white hat's not doing much to hide it. It was against the defense, wasn't it? Yep.
Oh, they're calling the helmet contact against Van Far, so they'll kill the play at the inadvertent whistle at the 42.
Helmet-to-helmet contact.
So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
From that point, it's going to set up the Bobcats.
The punt return was at the 38 to the 42. 30 yards on the punt return. And Bowling Green will have it at the Van Far 26, 1st and 10.
Their best starting field position of the night. And they're running. The quarterback will keep it this time. He's tripped up as he gets across the line. I had a good block from Charlie Bowen, but someone got a foot, and Dalton stumbles forward for a gain of about 7.
Yeah, 7. First time Dalton's carried the ball tonight. He's dangerous. Doesn't have blazing speed, but he's shifty, man. What we saw
crafty.
Last year, he knows how to move those hips and avoid those solid contacts and bounces off of them, and a good runner in his own right.
Keeps it, fakes it 2 hands off, so he can't shake the hips around that as he's wrapped up by the ankles and brought down.
He off on the tackle.
It's enough for the first down on a gain of about 5.
That gain of about 5 yards is good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Gives him 12 yards on the ground so far tonight. 1st and 10 from the 14 for the Cats. Down to 4:20. Man, this has been a long first quarter.
Yes, it has. A lot of action.
Especially for not much throwing.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And up the gut with it was Cooper Keel, and he's taken down immediately. The play looked like it was continuing downfield with a little aggressive blocking.
The linemen were still rolling, but Keel was on the ground, no gain. He had a big run called back on a penalty early in this quarter.
So 2nd and 10. And we'll see what the Bowling Green Red Zone offense can do. Rolling out to throw. Pass completed. Nice move, and he's across the goal line for a touchdown. First passing touchdown of the year. And who is that on the receiving end?
Number 24.
That's Gunnar Bryant. Oh, and Niemeyer, actually. It was Niemeyer.
Was it 26?
And that's good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
That's what they said.
All right, we'll go with what they said.
Making our score with 3:25 to play. Bowling Green 18, Van Far 0.
Going for 2 again here. They have missed an extra point and misfired on a 2-point conversion attempt. Not this time. Into the end zone, almost untouched, is Cooper Keel with the 2-point conversion to make it 20-0 Bowling Green with 3:25 to go.
Bobcats 20, Indians 0.
So all Bobcats here in the first quarter. Open the game with a 77-yard kickoff returned by Bowen, and then Starks went in from 82 yards out, and then that pass there just completed from Dalton to Niemeyer from 14 yards, gives them the 20-0 lead.
It is 20-0, 3:25 to go in the quarter on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
3:25 to go here in the first quarter, 20-0, and the kick is a squibber. Makes it through into the receiving core, and it's down at the 19-yard line. That's about all Van Far could do with that.
Braden Lay actually lost his footing when he tried to pick up that kick that was a grounder. And in high school and college, if you touch the football with your knee on the ground, you're done. So no return, and the Indians will take it from their own 20.
They need something to happen here offensively.
Not a whole lot's worked. The rollout pass to Lay, first play of the game, went for 30 yards, and that's been about it.
Conaway in an empty backfield this time. He dumps it off near side, trying to get a little yardage, breaks through the first, and then 6 Bobcats converge on Gage Gibson and stop him for a 5-yard gain.
Second completion of the night for Conaway. First catch by Gibson. Positive yardage, however. Like you said, second. It's going to be a short 5, actually.
And that was all the legs and the first move of Gibson that got him that positive yardage, because there was a lot of Bobcats in the area. And they're going to lose the yardage on the very next play. Is wrapped up immediately as Braden Lay, as he tried the end around. They put him in motion.
Kind of ran that inside reverse. And a loss of 4 on the carry. And Braden not feeling the best. In fact, he's going to take a seat.
Trainers out to take a look at Braden Lay after that hit. We'll take a break as well. 20-0, 2:24 to go in the first quarter. This is week 1 action on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
High school sports all season long on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Does it look like they're looking at the right arm, maybe? I'm not sure what exactly the problem is with Braden Lay, but it'll give us a chance to get some scores around the area. The North Callaway Thunderbirds have taken a 7-0 lead on the Louisiana Bulldogs with about 3:22 to go in the first quarter. So they strike first in that one as Lay is to his feet. A little worse for wear here with 2:24 to go in our first quarter.
Van Far can't afford to lose any players for sure. Softball, Bowling Green Lady Cats, you know, they made it to the quarters last year in softball, and they started their season tonight. They defeated Columbia Hickman in the Troy Leadoff Classic in the first round. It was either 2-1 or 2-0. We didn't see the score that was posted, only had Bowling Green's score. And now they're currently playing Troy in the second round game. That game started at about 6 o'clock. Troy's always loaded, so that's a pretty good matchup between a always good Troy team and an always good Bowling Green team.
I think they lost the first two last year and ended up grabbing a win in the third round on Saturday last year, but not positive. It wasn't the best start for the way they finished. They definitely got better after the leadoff classic is what they call that Troy tournament.
One of the other big games around, Hannibal's traveling to defending state champion Helias. At Helias, Hannibal leads that game 13-0 with 8:50 to go in the first.
They got a new coaching staff up there in Hannibal, don't they?
Yes, they do. Familiar name, Jeff Geschwinder. He spent some time here in Bowling Green.
Low snap. Conaway throws it up, and all alone there for the catch is Lay. And, wow. If he could have caught that in stride, I think he would have been able to keep his lead over Marcus Starks, but he had to slow up just a bit to catch that, and then allowed Marcus to get him inside Bowling Green territory to the 42-yard line.
38 yards on the completion. That was truly a Hail Mary.
Yes.
Throw it up high and say, Mr. Lay, run under this, baby, if you can, and he did. But Starks was able to track him down before he got away.
So Braden gets hurt on one play. Bryson gets a big reception on the next. That's how the Lays go. Conaway in an empty backfield. They're looking like they're going to run. Nope, pitch out to the far side. And did that ball hit the ground?
No, it was too far ahead as Gage Gibson tried to corral it on the pitch. And once he did, he'd already lost his balance and lost his footing. Probably a good thing because the defender had him teed up and actually jumped over the top of him to avoid a late hit. So a loss of
5.
About 4, yeah.
20-0, Bowling Green leads. Minute 35 to go. That's what we'll say. We're going with 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Throwing here on second down, and that one misses the target.
Little inside slant intended for Reese Colwell that time. Defense was there, and Conaway put some zing on that bad boy.
Yeah. Niemeyer on the coverage for Bowling Green. Stops the clock with 1:25 to go in the quarter. I'm betting our second quarter is going to go faster than the first.
You think? Well, it's not going to take a whole lot to accomplish that, that's for sure. If we play 4 quarters at this rate, we'll get done about midnight.
So on 3rd and 15, back to throw again as Conaway rolls out. Nikos puts it in the air down the far sideline. Maybe a little contact there. There's the flag. Yeah, I knew it was coming. That's going to be pass interference.
Intended for Dalton Bailey, but that was another one of those hail and hopes. Actually, 2 flags on the play, one in the backfield as well, so we may have offsetting penalties.
Which at that point, we'd replay the down.
Have to see what the call is in the backfield.
1:16 to play, and they'll talk about these 2 penalties at differing points in the field. That looks like in the area of holding near the 50-yard line.
It does. It does. The ball may not have been catchable, but the official ruled that
it could have been Bailey, holding on the outside.
Yeah, Bailey was trying to get away from the defender. That's why it was overthrown.
A face mask.
Both of them on the defense.
Wow. That one's declined. They'll take the second one, and that'll move the ball upfield all the way to the 32-yard line and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty against the Bobcats. Their second 15-yard penalty of the game. And Van Far in business. And Bowling Green territory at the 32-yard line as we're late in the first, 1:16 to play.
They're running on first down, inside handoff, and they're going to have to fight to get positive yardage. Maybe a football length is what they'll get, and we'll call it 2nd and 10.
Looks like was that Gibson?
It was Gibson.
Or was it 21?
Yeah, that is Gibson.
Yeah, it is.
So 2nd and 10.
Making it 2nd and 10 for the Indians.
Not a lot of running room up the middle for Van Far so far tonight. We kind of expected that with the size advantage for the Bobcats on the line. Sun's gone down. Nice breeze still blowing. Really pretty nice out right now.
Not bad at all here for week 1 and getting late in August. Pitch out. They were thinking about passing with the fullback there, but Eoff decided to go ahead on a run and gets another half yard.
Pressure on him that time. Didn't allow him to.
And another Indian is down after that play. Injury timeout. We'll take 1-2, and they'll let, they're going to stop the clock with 2 seconds left. And he can't make it off the field. That is Eoff, the injured Indian. So we'll take an injury timeout before we end the first quarter. 20-0 Bowling Green, 2 seconds to go in the first on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
Well, Eoff jogs off. Either he's
Well, that's
fine.
a good thing. Might have just got a stinger.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what it was looking like. They were looking up around under his shoulder pad, which kind of in the stinger area, and those things can last a while or not very long. And obviously that one didn't last very long, but it's still 3rd and 10 from the 32 for Van Far.
2 seconds to go, so we'll have one more play here before the end of the first quarter.
Maybe. Do they crank the clock after an injury if there wasn't a timeout when they set the ball? I'm thinking they might.
Well, Lay.
I'm thinking I would.
I don't think Lay's even going to strap down his helmet. He threw it on.
Nope, they don't crank the clock after an injury, so they'll have to run one play.
20-10. Our score here, final play of the first quarter. They move Lay back, inside handoff to Gibson. And that'll do it for the first quarter of action. A nice little positive gain of 2 yards brings up 4th and 8, and that's how we'll start the second quarter with Van Far maybe going for it on 4th down, 20-0 here at Bowling Green on KJFM.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds, plus you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the second quarter here from Bowling Green High School. The Bobcats lead Van Far in this rivalry game 20-0. Mark Ronick, Jim Ross. While we wait for Van Far to take the field, tell you tonight's action on KJFM is brought to you in part by Kuda's Auto Repair, Central Bank of Audrain County, U-Brand Construction, Orff Construction Company, Reed Insurance Agency, Aloha Woodfire Pizza, and the Remax Realty Shop. That's Alicia Koenig over there, right across the street, right behind the scoreboard here at Bowling Green High School.
Mark Twain, they lead South Callaway 6-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Be a good win for
wouldn't it though?
The Tigers.
I think Mark Twain can be dangerous. They've got 18 kids back, 18 starters back, plus a new energetic coach. So got to watch out for the Tigers this year.
Austin Lee
also with some time here at Bowling Green.
I thought he did a lot of the little things here for Bowling Green the last couple of years. Now a timeout taken by Van Far ahead of this fourth down play. 4th and 8. A timeout before we start the second quarter. We'll take a quick one here on KJFM.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Just sticking with Coach Leake for a second, going to Mark Twain.
Mm-hmm.
He taught weights. My daughter was in weights last year, and she loved that class. She's in weights again this year. New teacher, obviously. Has come home just sore and complaining every day. So either Austin was taking it easy on her or this guy is just on another level. And this one's going to be caught. It's going to be first down yardage just inside the 15. Another big gain for the Van Far Indians. They just got to back it up with a couple of plays together.
Absolutely. Gendele, his favorite target so far tonight. So it's going to be a gain of about 18.
Gain is good for a first down for the Indians.
And Van Far in business inside the 15.
This is where they'll pound the ground. Eoff back in the ball game, and folks just flying in trying to bring the big man down.
Not a lot of running room for him there.
He'll get a gain of, we'll call it 1. Bring up 2nd and 9.
91 yards through the air for Conaway so far this evening. Going to give him 1, I think you said, Eoff.
Yes. Yard and a half on that first down run. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd and about 9. Lay in motion. It's a pitch out after a fake to Eoff. And he'll gain a couple of more over on the far sideline before being run out of bounds by a host of Bobcats.
Ran that little option play that worked on the first play from scrimmage.
By number 9, Cooper Keel.
And not quite as successful that time. Looks like they'll give him 1's all.
This time we'll call it 3rd and 7.
Cats have shut Lay down so far. Only 7 yards rushing for him in this first half. They really haven't given him the ball that much.
No. Now, through the air, yes.
Yeah. They've used him kind of like Tyler Beatty for the Tigers, Missouri, out of the backfield.
Fakes the handoff to Eoff. He's going to put it in the air to the end zone, and it is off the fingertips of Bryson Lay. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 7.
Really good defensive play from the backside that time by Braden Heidecker. As he got his hand in there to interrupt that, what would have been probably a touchdown.
Yep.
Right at the goal line.
Stops the clock with 10:38 to go in the second quarter.
They'll go for it on 4th here for sure. 4th and about 8. They can get a first down at the 5-yard line.
Bowling Green defense waiting for the Van Far offense.
Let's make some noise
on 4th down. They're going to the air again. Flushed out is Conaway. Puts the ball in the air to the near side this time, and it is incomplete. Good work on the near side. Who was that? Walking sideways on me. That's Heidecker again on the coverage against Lay.
He's got Lay out of the backfield. Conaway running for his life. He actually threw that one from about the 35-yard line with the line of scrimmage being at the 12. Was able to get it away. Nearly completed, but I think if he caught it, Lay would have probably been out of bounds. So the Cats take over on downs from their own 12-yard line.
Second turnover on downs by Van Far in this ball game. And running. Here's Starks. Busting through, back up the middle, and makes a move, and he's gone. Another long touchdown run.
No flags on the play. It appears 88 yards. Again, second touchdown over 80 yards.
Where's that one rank in Missouri history? They were bragging about the 25th longest touchdown run
I'm guessing
earlier.
It's probably a little higher than 25.
Yeah. 10-12 to go. Makes it 26-0 Bowling Green here in the second quarter. As they're looking to trigger that running clock to start the second half.
North Callaway leads Louisiana 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
So they've made it through one. They're going to go for two again here. They put it in the air, and it is caught for the two-point conversion.
Is good with a pass to number 5, Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller with the reception for the two-point conversion to make it 28-0 Bowling Green. So all the two early misfires on extra points or two-point conversions have been erased. And we're back to a normal football score of 28 points. With 10-12 to go here in the first half, Bowling Green leads on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Band sounds good. A little far away with that Bowling Green fight song. They're way down there.
Yeah, they are down in the end zone. I don't know.
They haven't.
Who knows who makes decisions like that? Why aren't they up here in the stands?
They used to be in the stands.
I know.
I don't think they're doing the full marching of their halftime show. I think they're just getting that mapped out still as the kick goes to the far side. Not a very deep kick. Fielded at about the 30-yard line and rumbles past the 35 to about the 37-yard line of the Indians. And we've got another Van Far player down after that kickoff return. And she will get to her feet. I think Olivia had a little shoulder pad malfunction there that wasn't allowing her to get up. Looked like a turtle. Those things were bunched up oddly in the back.
Next time she sees you, you're going to get it.
Talking about her pads.
Well, the offense
need a little help from the official.
The offense showed some moxie in the last series, but couldn't punch it in. Let's see if they can continue that in this series.
Handoff, ball's on the ground, and I think Bowling Green has it. They're signaling they have it.
And they do. I haven't seen an official say so, but
there it is. So fumble on the handoff. I don't think it was ever in the hands of the running back.
No, not a very good exchange. Pursuit was good.
And while they reset on the field, we do want to congratulate Marcus Starks.
So the first turnover of the game on Van Far, not what they needed.
With that 88-yard run. Congratulations, Marcus.
And the Bobcats will take over on their opponent's 36-yard line.
Pretty good starting position for the Bobcats. Our game tonight brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Ayers Oil Company, Knight Equipment Company, and Liggins Flooring. Glad they're with us tonight. Glad you're with us tonight, whether it be on 102.1, KJFM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app. Watching on Facebook, is that one? Oh, lost the handle, and it's a fumble. Who fell on it? There is a flag.
Keel, well, there is a flag on the play, but Cooper Keel was all by himself had left the ball behind after he'd run for about 15 yards.
I think he was switching arms, and it just popped straight up in the air, and he overran it.
Let's see if they're going to call it a turnover.
Did the ball stay in bounds?
Penalty's almost got to be offsides, doesn't it? Nope, they're going to say illegal procedure. Why didn't they kill the play if it was illegal procedure? Yeah. So the turnover will give it back to Van Far.
How about that? And that's what the Bowling Green coaches, including coordinator Mark Sinclair, are asking his official. I think they're going to say, we're not blowing anything dead after what happened earlier.
It's not a play on.
Indians will start their drive.
So back-to-back fumbles, resulting in turnovers for both sides, and Van Far gets the ball back deep in their own territory, shy of the 20-yard line, and they're going to the air. Short pass, and it's off the hands of Gibson. Incomplete with 9:46 to play in the second quarter.
Well, that's the kind of thing you'll get away with in a game like tonight. But next week against the Palmyra Panthers, you can't do that kind of stuff.
No, not at all. And Bowling Green has had that mental block with Palmyra for several years.
Yes, they have. Got close last year, 13-0, I think was the final.
14-0 now. North Callaway leads, 9:53 left in the second quarter over Louisiana.
So Louisiana's offense, which we thought would be able to put some points on the board, yet to get untracked.
Hand off on second down and 10, and nothing there.
Well, a high snap blew that play up as Conaway was able to corral it. Looked like he handed it off to
21, Gage
Gibson, and he'll lose about 3, it looks like.
Yep.
Gibson's had rough going so far.
It's interesting that they've kind of pivoted away from Lay as the lead back.
Well, let's run this play, and I'll give you my thought.
And they do run it again.
That is Lay.
On the motion.
On that inside sweep.
And still nothing there. They're going to lose 2 more yards.
I wonder if, this game is going to be a tough nut no matter how you sliced it. You think maybe they're protecting Lay, don't want to get him all beat up in this first game? Because he's a thoroughbred running back, and they've got some games where he'll be able to gain some yards and help him out going forward.
Rolls out, does put the punt in the air, and it almost hit the man Heidecker on the near side. Everyone's yelling, get away to him.
Yeah, the coaching staff up above us not understanding what was going down there with Heidecker parallel with that football, if you will. So the punt gets it out to the 41-yard line, and that's where Bowling Green will take over in Van Far territory once again with 8:19 to play here in the first half. 28-0 our score.
Bowling Green scored on the opening kickoff and have not looked back. Bobcats come to the line. After a turnover on that last possession, they've had 2 turnovers. Starks trying to carve up the defense again, and he's going down the far sideline and in for the score. I don't see any flags.
Little misdirection play, 42 yards. And Marcus Stark's numbers are going to shock you when I tell you.
Oh, my goodness.
Another touchdown run, his third of the game.
34-0 with the extra point yet to come. There was an injured Indian at the end of it, David Main, but he was helped up by Gunnar Bryant and was able to make his way off the field.
Marcus didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year on the varsity, but he looks like he's picked up some speed to me.
This time the kick is no
good. It was a moonshot.
Yes, it was.
Straight up in the air like a jump shot, if you will, but just short.
We'll talk more about Marcus when we come back. 34-0. Bowling Green leads, 8:06 to go, second quarter, here in week 1 on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, Marcus Starks, 3 touchdowns. He's carried the ball 4 times, 214 yards.
Wow.
Woo. And we have, just 8:06 to play in the first half.
Glad you're with us tonight for week 1 action. Next week, we'll be down at Montgomery City as Louisiana plays the Montgomery County Wildcats on the road.
Nice football program and facility at Montgomery. Haven't been down there for a football game for a while. Looking forward to that.
Short kick fielded by the up man coming to the near side, and all the up men want to do is run into that first wave and a nice
Morgan Rego, big boy.
Yeah.
He's going to.
So Rego gets a return. Cooper Keel on the stop.
Picked up what? 12 yards?
Yeah. It's a nice little gain by Rego.
So, Van Far they got to hold on to football here.
Yeah.
They burn some time.
7:59 to go. Down 34-0.
Haven't been able to run up the middle at all. Now they're taking a long time to get this play off. I wonder if they're going to call a timeout.
There is no middle against Bowling Green here. They're coming to the line with it. They're running short on time.
They're going to have to hurry. They're counting down from the back judge.
And they got the play off. Pitch out to Lay on the far side.
Actually, that was Reese Colwell with his first carry of the night.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Oh, that's not right. You say that better than I do. Colwell.
Colwell,
right? Yeah, I like the way you say that. That's probably the way it's supposed to be said, I'm guessing.
I think they've had both.
Have they?
Colwells and Coels.
It's a loss of about a half yard.
It's weird looking down some of these rosters, names that you associate with certain towns showing up on other towns. And Bowling Green's got a lot of them with the Penrods and the Oberhauses and
diversification.
Yeah. Folks moving around. Here's Lay, and he's snuffed out just across the 40. That'll lose another yard, make it 3rd and 12.
Lay's just found it tough going on the ground tonight.
Niemeyer and Starks in on the stop. Clock running down to 6:47, so we're nearing them at midway point of this second quarter.
It's his 5th carry for 4 yards.
Wow.
Defense has been stout with him. Actually, they've been stout all the way around. Not positive it's going to be close if Van Far is going to be in positive yardage on the ground at half.
So on 3rd and 12, they put a man in motion in the backfield. Give is up the gut, and there's nothing there. Wow, gobbled up immediately right at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th and 12.
Eoff on the carry.
And Eoff is a load.
He is. They're actually going to give him a yard. And it'll be 4th and 11. And we have a water break timeout.
Timeout for water here with 5:58 to go in the second quarter. 34-0 Bowling Green leads. 4th and 11 coming up for Van Far when we come back on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and all parts.
That was barely time for us to get a drink of water.
It was. That was a quickie.
Tonight's action on KJFM is brought to you in part by Hayden's Motorsports Center, County Market in Vandalia, Pike County Title Company, Lacrosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, and Lacrosse Lumber Company in Bowling Green. All the action right here, 102.1 KJFM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app, on our YouTube channel.
Everywhere.
Twitter, Facebook.
If it's electronic, we're on it.
Glad you're with us.
Short of the TV.
Do we have the Instagram?
We can be on the TV,
Are
too,
we on
if you
Snap?
If you hook your computer to it.
Are we on Twitch?
Download the app. I've actually done that at home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fun watching the game when you get home.
It is.
Figuring out
No, I
exactly
don't
what
do
stupid
that.
thing you said. The punt goes out of bounds.
I gotta wait for somebody to tell me. And believe me, they do. And I give them every opportunity.
Bounced out of bounds at the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
So Bowling Green will start the final 6 minutes of this first half with the ball.
2 points shy of a continuous clock. Does that start in half, or does that start at the end of the third? It's been a while since we've done football.
I think it's half.
As the peanut gallery chimes in.
I think I heard one carry bib. Van Far trying to change up the spots on the defensive line or tripping over each other. And the give is to the near side, breaking through the first wave. Is that Bowen? It is. He's got the sideline, faces two men in the defensive backfield and takes it all the way down inside the 20 to the 19.
43 yards on the carry for Bowen. His biggest carry from the line of scrimmage.
We got a few extra there from a block by Gunnar Bryant.
Speaking of loads.
Yeah. Gunnar Bryant is a hitter.
Now we've got another player. That's Eoff again.
Yeah.
Mark Twain leads South Callaway 14-6 with 4:32 to play in the first half. North Callaway's up 14-0 on Louisiana. We may have already told you that.
Yeah, gets Eoff some water after they get him up. That was very nice of the Bowling Green sideline to run that out to him.
Well, you know, sitting up here in the stands in the press box, it's muggy, but it's kind of cooled off. It's still hot down there on that football field and those pads, those guys, man, oh man.
5:31 to play here in the second quarter. Eoff will make it to his sideline under his own power, but he'll have to come out for at least a play. Down 34-0.
Short of the continuous clock. Mexico leads Centralia 27-14. That's late in the second quarter.
That was that opponent Bowling Green had last year. That game was amazing, Centralia.
That it was.
And down to the wire.
A lot of fun, these high school football games. Van Far not really having a whole lot of fun right at the moment.
Yeah, they are having zero fun right now. Although, who was that? Dalton Bailey down there slapping the abs, showing off a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, maybe not. Not tonight.
And an inside handoff. It's Charlie Bowen again, hopping over defenders. He's going to try and get to the far corner and is tripped up by the last man standing. Who was that? Was that Gibson? It was.
There's a flag on the play.
It's about where he made his move.
And it's coming back because the lineman had tackled the defender, I believe. If they threw it at the person I was looking at.
Yeah. It was right where he stepped over those two defenders. Well, that's a heck of a tackle by Gage Gibson.
Yeah, it was. Bowen's not easy to bring down.
No.
Yep. They're saying a block in the back. I'm not sure I'm buying that.
Personal foul against the Bobcats.
Tackle in the back.
Block in the back.
So this play is coming back.
So it'll cost them
10
having
yards.
the ball inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
They're marking off 15.
Yeah, they are. All the way back to the 24-yard line.
Third major penalty against Bowling Green. 45 yards in penalties, 3 for 45 here in his first half.
What does that make it? 1st and 16?
That's about right.
From the 24-yard line.
And we'll see what Bowling Green can do here. A little longer field to work with, and they're looking to pass. To the far side, that's caught, and that's a score. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Dylan Dalton hooks up with 26, Owen Niemeyer. So Big O gets a big score here in the first half.
24 yards on the touchdown. Just the second pass by Dalton of the game.
Makes it 40-0 with the 2-point conversion yet to come. We have had some offense for the Bowling Green Bobcats tonight. They're going to try and kick it again.
Back to kick the point after attempt is number 26, Owen Niemeyer.
Bowling Green 0 for 2 kicking. High snap. Better kick this time, and it is through to make it 41-0. With 5:10 to go in the first half. All Bobcats here in Week 1 against Van Far on KJFM.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, the Bobcat offense, despite a couple of little snafus, has been rolling tonight.
That they have. There'll be some coachable moments, if you will.
Yeah, especially with, like you said, Palmyra waiting in the wings. On to kick it off is Marcus Starks. What can't he do? Kicks it deep this time to the near sideline and caught out of bounds, and it was short of the 35. Was it inbounds?
Well,
No, they're going to.
The official's going to say it was out of bounds, but you only got to have 1 foot in.
Yeah, the referee is going to say he touched it inbounds.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't out of bounds. No flag.
No flag. Yeah.
In bounds. That's what I thought too. Got to have both feet out, or only have to have 1 foot in bounds in college or high school, and college for that matter.
Doesn't matter if he caught it or not. He touched it inbounds.
Exactly. Exactly. So, rather than it being out on the 35-yard line, or 40, wherever they mark it these days in high school football, Van Far will take over on their own 21. We're down to 5:09 in a very long first half.
Second half's going to be quicker. First and 10 for Conaway and the Van Far offense. Lay out as a receiver.
Trips to the left this time. Let's see if they want to throw it downfield.
Instead, a pitch out to Gibson. And he goes down shy of the line of scrimmage.
He has just had Zippo running room.
It looked like his feet came out from under him that time as he tried to make his turn upfield.
That'll be his 7th run from scrimmage. And he's -9 for the night.
Or he's got a longer pair of spikes he can put on at a halftime.
Well, this big defensive line's wearing down the much smaller. Heck, the Bowling Green defensive line's about a head taller than everybody else on the offensive line for Van Far, so they're just wearing them down.
2nd and 12. Rolling out is Conaway. Steps up. Looked like he was going to roll one way. Now he rolls the other. Now he's going to put it away and run, and he's thrown out of bounds. And they're going to say that was a little too much of a throw as flags come out.
It's going to cost him 15 yards. That'll be the 4th major penalty on the Cats. As I said, there are some teaching moments.
And we kind of had this early on last year with Bowling Green.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Mark St. Clair's taken over the offense for the Bobcats this year.
So that'll be 15 yards. Added on to about a 5-yard run. It would have been 3rd and 7. Instead, 1st and 10.
All the way out to the 36-yard line.
After the penalty, the Indians move to the 36-yard line.
Fresh set for the Van Far offense. Nikos steps in, steps past 2 defenders, pump fake, gets around another man. He's got first down and a gain of 11. Good little spin at the end to get one more and a fresh set.
Good scramble work that time by Conaway. Under heavy pressure. All the receivers had run deep, and so the backs and cornerbacks had gone the other way. So he had room to run after he broke the initial pressure.
So that gets him out to the 47-yard line. His own 47. Clock running again down to 3:45. Good crowd on both sides, as hot as it is.
Yes, there is.
Wasn't expecting quite this many to pack into this arena, this stadium. Nothing there on first down.
Flag on the play.
Run for a minimal gain, but they're
kind of in holding territory.
If you're Bowling Green, do you?
Kind of weird holding play on a quick pop running play. You don't see a hold very often on that. Let's see what they call. Chop block.
Chop block against the offense.
That's not good.
3:27 to play.
Must have been a little trap play. And while the lineman was engaged, got hit by somebody else below the belt.
So that'll mark it off 15. It's going to be 1st and 25 for Van Far.
3rd penalty of the game on Van Far. Good for 35 yards.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 25 for the Indians.
That wipes off that personal foul against the Bobcats.
Exactly. And a good run by Conaway.
Van Far has had flashes.
They have
tonight, just haven't been able to put together 2 or 3 plays consecutively.
The old 1 step forward, 2 step back mentality.
Here comes Bryant. Busts through 2 men. Conaway on the run, and he's brought down, but I think it was high.
Either a horse collar or a face mask.
Conaway brought down in the backfield. There is a flag on the play.
It's going to be a sack, but that'll get wiped out by the penalty.
And they'll get some of that, if not all of it. Well,
face mask.
Yeah, would it be from the spot of the foul? Or
it is from the spot of the foul, I believe.
So they're still going to lose on the play.
Well, they're not. There's the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they're going to go to the previous line and 15 yards from there, so it's going to be 1st and no, they're going back a yard, so they still lose.
Yeah, they almost got back to the original line of scrimmage, short by about a yard.
2nd and 20 or 1st and 26. Sorry.
Well, the chain gang was heading the other way. Now they're all messed up. Why is it a first down?
Well, it was first down before.
Yeah. But they moved the chains.
Yeah, they did. And in motion.
About 3
Pitch
yards.
out to the far side, and it's
Too
on the
tall.
ground. And that spells all kinds of trouble for Gage Gibson. He's lucky to get that ball back.
Pitch was over the top of Lay, and
Niemeyer gets the stop.
Gage with the recovery.
Timeout, Bowling Green. 2:09 to play. Looking at second down and 30 plus when we come back on KJFM.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Follow area high school sports on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
We'll call it second and 32. How about that?
Well,
is that a good guess?
It's second in Audrain County almost. It is a ways, as they say.
Warm up the bus to get this first down. 2:15 to play in the first half. Eagle 102 halftime report coming up.
Second down. There have been a lot of plays run on this since the Conaway first down run out to about the 47-yard line, and it's now just second down. Had all kinds of action back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Quick update on that Mark Twain game again. It's Tigers 14, South Callaway 12 with 2:37.
So a 2-point game between Mark Twain and South Callaway now, 14-12. Oh, another fumble, and this time Bowling Green might have it. I think they're going to say Van Far got it back, and there's a flag out there as well.
Oh, my goodness. Flag after flag after flag.
Well, forget what I said about this second quarter being quicker.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, we've had a lot of flags here in quarter number 2.
Flag on the field.
I think Bowling Green's going to decline it. It's a hold.
Hold.
And it is declined.
Penalty is declined.
So it'll be 3rd and 25.
Third down.
3rd and 32, sorry.
Very long with 2:08 to play.
Bowling Green is going to burn a timeout, get some water to the troops.
So we'll take one, too. 2:08 to go in the second quarter. 41-0 Bobcats lead the Indians on KJFM.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports all season long on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Halls-
2:08 to play. I'm sorry.
Hallsville leads Palmyra 14-0
Wow.
at half, it says. It's a little bit of a shocker. Quincy Notre Dame 24-0 over Quincy, the Battle of Quincy tonight to open the season. And let's see what Van Far is going to do on this 3rd down and a mile.
Is that a mile or a country mile?
Country mile. Let's go with that.
Back to throw is Conaway. Reverses field looking for something. And the flag comes out, and then a big hit. And the ball almost intercepted on the near sideline off the hands of the Bowling Green deep back.
And a flag on the hit. Flags everywhere. They're flag happy. They're not doing much scoreboard watching, are these officials?
Nope.
Have to have a chat with their supervisor. Halftime.
1:57 to play.
They may be getting me paid by the hour, but we are not.
No. Flat rate for the broadcast team.
So they'll have to figure this out. I'm guessing it's going to be probably offsetting, you think?
Probably. First one was
holding.
Hold, yeah.
And then a late hit. But they're talking to Bowling Green like they might both be on.
Well, that hit was behind the quarterback.
Holding, decline.
Okay.
The Indians. Holding.
Blocking the back.
Declined.
So it wasn't a late hit. It was on.
It was on Van Far. Yeah, it was behind. The block came behind the ball.
So Bowling Green declined all the penalties.
With 1:57 to go, and it's 4th down.
Let's make some noise for that.
With 1:57 to play, Van Far wants to get out of this half without giving up another touchdown.
Minute 57 is a long time.
Bowling Green would like for it to go the other way. Spread receivers everywhere. Conway by himself in the backfield. He's surely going to punt it.
There it is. Everyone stays away from it this time. It's going to bounce all the way to the 49-yard line of the Bobcats. So past midfield, and there it's down with 1:47 to play in quarter number 2.
Look out. Is Marcus Starks coming back in the game?
Yes, he is.
He's had long touchdown runs tonight of 82, 88.
With 1:47 to play in the first half.
And
Mom may have gone to the concession stand a little too early. She was sitting just to our right.
Yes, she was. Well, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to run it. Can't imagine they're going to throw it.
And it is to Starks. He gets past the first wave, reverses field, gets a nice block, and cuts again, and he's in for the score. Wow! Marcus Starks, another 51-yard run to make it 47-0. 1:36 to go in the second quarter.
265 yards on the ground in the first half.
Good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
I think that may have earned him the second half off. Wow. Mr. Marcus.
4th touchdown of the night, by the way.
Number 26, Owen Niemeyer.
Well, Niemeyer, we've had some interesting point after, but Niemeyer kicked the last one like he meant it.
Well, they got somebody coming on late, and he doesn't know where to go. See what he can do here.
And then he jumps offside.
Now he's going to have to boot it through.
Yeah, that was messed up from the get-go.
I'd have just gone with 10 guys.
Yeah. So they'll mark off 5, and let's see if Niemeyer's got any distance to him. This one will be from, 26 now? Or 25. Looks like they're going to move it up a little bit now. 24. Good snap.
Yep, kick is good, and it's true. No good.
No good.
Wow. 47-0. Minute 36 to go in the first half here in week 1. Bowling Green leads Van Far on KJFM.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
Louisiana was able to block a point after, but they go to the half trailing North Callaway 28-0.
Ooh. Didn't really see that coming.
No. So a couple of first half shutouts around the area tonight.
Easton Orff is back to kick for the Bobcats.
Easton Orff going to kick it off.
Bryson Lay back to receive for the Indians. Alongside number
Pretty
21.
good kick over to the far side and fielded at about the 24-yard line. Good move up the field across the 30 to the 32. Make it the 33. On the return by Lay. Heidecker on the stop. Niemeyer went flying over the top. Did about 6 rolls.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Bowling Green softball score. I have to talk to the AD, Jason Smith, down at Troy. He's usually pretty good about tweeting those things, but I don't see anything out there right at the moment. Hannibal leads Helias, the defending state champion, 33-13 at half.
Wow.
Interesting scores tonight.
Yeah. Handoff on first down. And Eoff with a gain of 1 to make it 2nd and 9.
I'll say one thing about Eoff. He's a trooper, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's been banged up all night.
Brought down by number 50, DJ Feldman.
DJ Feldman on the stop after a gain. Well, I'll call it almost 2. Moved the ball forward a little bit after our initial mark. Eoff, nope, fakes it, throws it upfield, one-on-one down the far sideline and knocked away. Good defensive play. Was that Keel?
Number 9, Cooper Keel.
Yeah, those Bowling Green numbers, they haven't changed any, are they? They're hard to read.
Yes, they are.
Red with the gray and anthracite around them. And makes it difficult to see.
You got to kind of learn the shapes of the players.
Exactly.
What accessories they wear.
I saw somebody running around with white border on the red numbers. It must be a JV jersey. Those stuck out.
Yeah.
You can really see those numbers.
When they're right in front of you, they look great.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it 3rd down and 7 for the Indians.
So 3rd and 7. I'd say it's 3rd and 8, and Eoff back on the run and met at the line and pushed backward for no gain.
34 on the run.
Makes it 4th and 8.
If the officiating crew's good, they'll delay setting this ball till under 25 seconds.
Well, Van Far.
It's 4th down and 7.
Gonna huddle up.
For the Indians.
Down to 18 seconds.
Maybe they're just going to let it run out.
That appears to be the case. Everyone looking at the scoreboard, Van Far is going off the field. And that's how we're going to end the first half of this ball game. With the Bobcats ahead of the Van Far Indians, 47-0, all Marcus Starks, all Bowling Green through 2 quarters. And we'll bring you the halftime show after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books here at Bowling Green High School, and it is all Bobcats in week 1 leading the Van Far Indians 47-0 as the band comes on the field to perform, what is the theme? Pirates of the Caribbean is the theme for halftime this year. I don't think they're doing the choreography here in week 1, but we'll hear the songs by the Bowling Green Band, who's their band director came over from Van Far to take over the Bowling Green Band this year.
Please welcome to the field the best band in all the land, the Bowling Green High School Marching
So
Band.
you're still tallying up, I'm guessing, some of the Marcus Starks totals from the first half of this ball game.
Well, as one might expect, it's been pretty much all Bowling Green as they started the game with a 77-yard kickoff return for touchdown.
And we'll take a break. We'll let you. There's a lot of numbers to crunch there. Even for a banker, there's a lot of numbers to be crunched. 47-0 is the score after 2 quarters. Bowling Green ahead. We'll get some of those numbers and some scores from around the area when we come back on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
2 quarters in the books here at Bowling Green High School, and the Bobcats lead Van Far 47-0, and a lot of Marcus Starks in that first half, including some of the top 25 longest touchdowns in Misha's record book, and just a whole lot going on out of number 1 for the Bobcats tonight.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 265 yards on the ground in the first half.
Wow.
And they just couldn't stop him. If you remember, though, his first carry, or one of his first, I think it was his first carry.
Yeah, his first carry from scrimmage.
Went for about 2 yards, and he fumbled. And it was Katie bar the door after after that, it was curtains.
Yeah.
And if you look at the stats, in a game like this, it's what you would expect. 157 total yards for Van Far. 91 through the air, 3 rushing yards.
Wow.
You've got an all-state running back in the backfield, and they've got 3 total yards from the last scrimmage. 35 of their yards are in return yardage. Bowling Green, on the other hand, 326 on the ground, 38 through the air, 119 in returns, 483 in the first half. Both teams penalty issues, 4 for 60 for Bowling Green and 3 for 35 for Van Far.
I'm going to kick my kid after this game. She gets platinum hair. I'm like, oh, you can spot her easy. And then she puts a black hat on top of it.
It's why would you not want a stocking hat on tonight? It's just 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, more like, it's like a conductor's hat or something.
Conductor's
I don't know.
hat.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been all Bowling Green as one might expect. I think we'll have a continuous clock in the second half, and not really a whole lot you can say about that. Van Far wants to get through this second half without any other injuries.
Yeah.
And
we talked about how much of a warrior Brandon Eoff has been tonight, playing through what initially looked like a stinger, but it's just bothered him the rest of the night.
Right. I think Van Far will get it to start the second half because they got Bowling Green got it to start the game, and you may see the first team offense the first series in the second half, maybe.
Yeah.
Just to give them one series, and then that'll probably be it. You'll see a lot of subs, or we'll see a lot of subs from that point forward, and it's a continuous clock.
There you got that final. I was just about to give it to you there.
Troy defeats Bowling Green 7-0 in the second round of the leadoff classic at Troy High School. A good Troy team, and they took it to the Bobcats. So,
what are they, a 5?
Yeah. Is that the highest class? So there's, the
5 or
classes
6,
are so
yeah.
different now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many classes are in. I think there's just 5 in softball.
Yeah,
Isn't there?
yeah.
So they're in the biggest class. Fort Zumwalt South leads Troy in football 21-0. That was actually late in the first. So we're going to take a break. We'll hunt up some scores.
Yeah, we can do that. 47-0. Bowling Green leads. About 7.5 minutes to go before we start quarter number 3 from Bowling Green High School on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Here in the Eagle 102 halftime, 47-0. Bowling Green leading Van Far. Some scores from around the area.
Yeah, let's take a look at Score Stream. If you guys don't have that, they can do a pretty good job. 8-man, we talked about that in the pregame. North Shelby all the way in Maysville, which is north. We talked about northwest Missouri, but North Shelby leads that at half 11-6. Pittsfield, who's had a rough go of late, they lead Pleasant Plains 14-9. That one already in the third quarter. Hallsville leads Palmyra 14-7. That's in the third. Hannibal, as we told you earlier, 33-13 over Helias. At half, Monroe City leads St. Pius 20-14. That at half. Kirksville over Macon 28-6. Harrisburg leads Paris 32-0. Mark Twain in South Callaway. You still have that score?
It was 14-12 last time I heard. Mark Twain was ahead.
I haven't seen anything new from that. Centralia trails Mexico 27-14. That's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Clark County over in EMO Conference foe Wright City 12-0.
That's actually 12-9 now with 4:19 remaining in the half.
And Highland at half over Putnam County. Highland's coming on, and they've got a brand new turf football field up there as well. 44-8. And Mark Twain, if you haven't been to Mark Twain, they're doing a bunch of work on their football field. I think they've got a new track going around there, and they built a new softball field out there by the school rather than playing in town. So they're doing some good things at Mark Twain as well with their facilities. So a lot of action around. 28-0 Louisiana trails North Callaway, that at halftime as well.
I see Michael Starks is his brother's hype man. I see a lot of him on Twitter tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the building or if he's listening to us, but yeah, he's firing some tweets out there.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that number one, had a little mojo to it.
Yeah, possibly.
Because it's worked. It's certainly worked so far.
So far, so good for Marcus Starks as he finishes with 4 TDs and over 200 yards in the first half of this ball game as Bowling Green leads it 47-0 over Van Far as we wait for the teams to come back out of the locker room to stretch it out before quarter number 3. So it's 3:47, and then they'll have 3 minutes after that.
That's correct. They shouldn't have to stretch very much as it is.
Yeah, they're either completely loose or cramped up by this point of the ball game.
Yeah, if I was them, I don't know if I'd have sat down in that locker room and
No.
tightened up, but yeah.
No, that they'd all come out of that locker room looking like me after a 15-minute car ride, which is an 88-year-old man. That's
not a pretty sight.
No, not at all. 47-0, Bowling Green leads Van Far. Third quarter, just around the corner on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
47-0, Bowling Green leads. They're out of the locker room. Van Far making their way to the sideline as we're in stretch-out time here before quarter number 3 begins. And hopefully it's the second tier for Bowling Green that's stretching out and getting ready to come in this ball game. I don't know. It looks like they're warming up Dylan Dalton, at least for the first series.
Yeah, I mean, they want him to get some reps, and really,
there was a lot of plays in that first half.
Well, yeah, but
they didn't really throw the ball.
He only made 2. He threw the ball twice. He was 2 for 2.
A couple of 2-point conversion throws.
But so, and they can't really come out and throw in the second half. They'd probably like to get him some reps through the air before the Palmyra next week, but you can't do that in this game. So, like I said, I would expect to see the top tier guys first series here in the second half, give them one shot at it, and then you'll see a bunch of subs. I don't know what it'll be, mass substitution, but you're going to want to get some kids in and get some varsity experience tonight in the event of some sort of injuries next week when you're playing a stellar opponent.
And just at the start of the ball game, Bowling Green's lineup was about triple the size of Van Far's, and that's not even counting the injured reserve for the Indians. So you've got some guys out there. I'm sure Van Far would love to have some of these second-tier guys, for sure. But
without a doubt, Van Far just likes some more warm bodies.
Exactly.
at this point, and but again, like we talked, they want to get through this. This was going to be a tough game, no matter if both teams had were at full strength for Van Far. They want to get through this game without any further injuries because they've got games coming up later on this season that they can win and be competitive in, and you can't afford to have guys get knocked out for the season in the first game in a game that's out of hand at 47-0.
And just looking ahead to that schedule. Next week, we mentioned Bowling Green at Palmyra, Louisiana at Montgomery County. That's the game we'll be doing. Mark Twain playing the TDW Prep Academy. I think is that homeschool?
That's what I think. It's homeschool, yeah.
Van Far is playing Wright City, who we mentioned was playing Clark County tonight. That's a long drive.
Ooh, yeah.
Winfield and Monroe City will do battle next week. That'll be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, it could be. Renfield's been down for a long time, and of course, they weren't competitive at all really in the EMO conference, and then they got out of that and went to the GAC.
Went to the city, yeah.
The GAC's broken into big school, small school, so at least they're not playing against the Howe Centrals and the Howes and Zumalts and Troys and that like. But still, you got Washington, Morton. You still have some big schools that Winfield's going up against, and they have not fared very well in that league, in basketball or football for that matter.
We'll see Van Far again in 2 weeks as they play at home against Mark Twain. That's the Farmers Cup game, so we'll have that for you here on KJFM.
And that could be an interesting game. Mark Twain playing well in the first half against South Callaway. That game was close last we saw, 19-17?
14-12, I think.
14-12, yeah. So we'll see how that, South Callaway historically has had a really solid program. Competes for EMO Conference championships.
Big money program down there.
Oh, yeah. That nuclear plant money can buy a lot of things. Yeah. So Mark Twain, like we said a little bit earlier, 18 starters back. They only lost 2 seniors. Now one of them was their very good running quarterback and gained a lot of yards for him. But, you spoke about Austin Leak and weight training here at Bowling Green last year. If you can make weights fun for a girl, you've got some energy in you. So you can only imagine what he's bringing back to his alma mater as a head football coach as they try and get their first win of the season tonight, which would be a big one against South Callaway.
Yeah, I learned that girl is not a fan of planks. That's what I learned today. 47-0 through 2 quarters. It's time to kick off the second half of this ball game from Bowling Green High School, and it'll be the Bobcats kicking off to the Van Far Indians. Gibson going to kick off this time. No,
Gabe's deep.
Yeah, he's deep. Yeah, sorry. I was still standing up while I'm talking.
Bubble gum and walk thing.
Kicks a good one over to the far side, where it is picked up by Lay. Makes a stutter step move, and over on the near side, we've got Rigo chasing after a Bowling Green player after he had leveled Micaiah Hug Hernandez.
From the 22 out to what they're going to mark it about the 33, so 11-yard return.
Lay receiving the kick for the Indians.
For Lay, so pretty good field position for Van Far to start the second half.
Down by number 20, Neil Rainey.
Neil Rainey gets a Little action here on kick coverage.
I'd say you'll see a lot of that.
Indians will start their drive 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looks like the softball team has arrived back here. I saw the volleyball team here earlier.
They were playing here because there was a big crowd at the gym when I pulled in.
Big pass and catch to the 50-yard line, making a move across the 40 is the receiver, and that's Gibson. Gibson takes it across the 40 to the 36-yard line of the Bobcats. That's a big reception there.
It is, man.
For a first down. And that was probably the most crisp pass we've seen out of Nikos Conaway tonight.
32 yards.
Had some zip on it.
Well, and it looks like the second-tier defense is in for Bowling Green.
They've got to tighten up if they want to preserve this goose egg. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line of the Bobcats. A nice start to the second half for the Indians. Conaway in a deep shotgun, and everybody left early on that one.
Everybody except the center.
Yep. So that'll be 5 yards, make it 1st and 15.
We will replay 1st down.
That's one of those plays you see on YouTube later. Everybody went except for the center and the quarterback.
They weren't attempting a silent count, were they? No, go on the second Omaha. Man in motion, pitch out to Lay on the near side. Lead blocker is Conaway. Busts through the first man, gets the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Number 2, Bryson Lay on the carry for the Indians. Brought down by number 8.
Second longest run of the game for Lay. As they try and move down the field in this opening series of the second half.
9.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3 with a running clock. It only stop for timeouts, either official or otherwise. Pump fake, puts it to the far side, does Conaway, and everybody had made a cut waiting for the ball, and it falls incomplete. Lay or Gibson, both in the area, but not within 5 yards of that pass.
Making it 3rd and 9 for the Indians.
Conaway 4 for 11 in the first half for 91 yards. Let's see what he can do on this 3rd and long from the Bowling Green 35-yard line. They're definitely in 4-down territory.
They've had some productive late down plays. 3rd and 4th down have been good to them tonight. Pitch out after the fake to Eoff, and brought down from behind is Reese Coel. And he'll
42, Bryson Brandenberger on the tackle.
Brandenberger on the stop. He's a neighbor of mine. Bring up 4th and 10.
That makes it 4th and 10 for the Indians with 8:10 to play.
No gain on play. Well, actually, they're going to say a loss of 1, aren't they?
A loss of a couple inches. 4 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. Van Far wants a score here on this opening possession of the second half. They need to convert 4th and 10 to do it. Empty backfield. Conaway back. Good blocking. Man busts through. Roll out. Throws it back across his body. And that one is, did it hit the ground?
Certainly did. Oh, no. They're going to say it's caught.
Called a catch by the official downfield. But he was on the ground. He tried to get up and run it into the end zone. But it's going to be a first down inside the 10 to about the 5.
Well, yeah, well, that ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
But a break for Van Far. Where are they going to mark it? The 7. So from the 41 to the 7, a 34-yard pass. Who made the catch?
Oh, now they've overruled her.
Yeah, I thought.
So it's a turnover on downs instead. The official on the near side must have overruled it.
That incompletion makes it
Well,
first
that's
and
getting
10
it right in my
for
book.
the Bobcats
Yeah.
As they take over on downs.
If you're not sure,
go to replay, right?
Make a call and then gather in your buddies. And that's what they did, and they got the call right.
Well, and I was wrong. It doesn't look like the Varsity offense is going to come out here in this second half. It looks like it's going to be – is it going to be Gunnar Keel at quarterback? Or
Cooper Keel.
Cooper Keel.
Little confusion there on first down, but they'll rumble forward for a gain of 6. Yeah, Cooper Keel's in at quarterback now, which he's had reps at that position.
Brought down after a gain of about 5 yards.
So 2nd and 4.
Blaine Bryant in the game, number 10. On the carry.
Blyne. That's a new one on me. Bringing in the play is Drew Dalton.
I'm guessing that's some relation to Gunner.
Yeah. Handoff. Inside handoff, and it looks like it's going to be just enough for the first down.
Going to be close.
Across the 45 to the 46, and it will move the chains.
15, Brandon Gam
and Brandon Gam on the carry, and it is a first down.
And we have a timeout on the field.
Is this a water break?
I believe it is, with 5:49 to go. They always take one at the closest play to the 6-minute mark. 47-0, Bowling Green leads, and a fresh set of downs when we come back on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and all parts.
47-0, Bowling Green. Their first offensive series of the second half. Second team offense in. 2 plays and a first down out to the 46-yard line. Their own 46.
2 runs right up the gut by Bryant and Gam. 5 yards apiece for him.
I like that logo at the 50-yard line, too. They haven't had that in years past.
That's right. I do, too. I think you got to have a logo in the football field, don't you?
Uh-huh. Another good first down run. It's going to be a gain of 11 as he broke a tackle there at the end to get it across the marker. That's Blaine Bryant again. They can get 2 Bryants going. Oof, look out.
Yeah. Yeah, how old is Blaine? Is he a youngster?
Blaine is a sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah, Gunner's just a junior.
Yep.
Glad I'm not paying their dinner bill. But those boys can eat.
Mm-hmm.
They're anything like I was when I was that age.
Yep.
Not 1 hollow leg, but 2.
5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Running clock. 1st and 10 from inside the 45-yard line, and flag comes out.
Yeah, I think somebody lined up off sides.
Yeah.
The line of scrimmage looked all out of whack.
On the carry was Brandon Gam. Wasn't much there for him, but this one's going to come back 5 yards, I think. Yeah, false start.
First penalty of the second half. After 4 for 60 yards in the first for the Bobcats. That'll be a bone of contention for Coach Chin.
1st and 15. From outside the 45 to the 46-yard line of Van Far.
2 of those penalties actually wiped out touchdowns.
Uh-huh. Handoff. Avoids a big hit there. Cuts again. This is a nice little run here for Blaine Bryant.
A lot of dancing around. Is he going to get about 10?
Not quite. Looks like it's going to be about 7.
Oh,
We'll
give him 9.
Actually, give them 11. I forgot that we were at first and 15. Yeah. So 2nd and 4.
Clock continues to run as it's 47-0 if you're just tuning in. Bowling Green on top. It's been all them from the opening kick. They started with a 77-yard kickoff return.
Inside handoff, another first down.
Another flag.
Number 15, Brandon Gam.
Gam. His last 2 runs have been wiped off. This one a false start again.
False start against the Bobcats.
I think they're not getting lined up right.
That'll take it back to 2nd and 9.
Replay, 2nd down.
Again, replay 2nd down is what the public address announcer just said.
Down to 3:30. The clock isn't stopping with these penalties. So this drive's probably going to take us to the end of the quarter.
Well, unless I'll tell you how Bowling Green can score. Pretty easily, actually. Fake the handoff and let Keel keep it, and he'll outrun everybody.
Yes, he will. Double fake there, comes to the near side. He didn't keep it, though. He'll fall forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, they're getting him some good snaps, in the event something would happen to Dalton next week. And get Keel a little time under center. Well, let me rephrase that. They never go under center anymore.
No.
That's a thing of the past.
Lakota Preston with the touchdown, huh?
Mark Twain leads 20-12 now over South Callaway.
Preston's a good ball player.
They, as I spoke of in my review of last year, you'll see it in this week's Patriot. Bowling Green's kind of reached the point where they don't rebuild, they reload. That's a good position to be in.
Bryant, first down run to the 30-yard line. Gain of about 12 on the play and a fresh set.
So when you get to that point in time in your program, that's a good thing. And they've got, 50-some-odd kids out for football, I think?
Yeah, they got a lot out.
And when you can field that kind of team and keep the enthusiasm going and keep the young guys engaged, understanding their time will come, boy, that's when it's working for you.
A little trouble with the handoff, but no trouble after that. As in for the score is number 15, Brandon Gam.
From 30 yards out.
That takes the lead over 50 to 53-0 with the extra point yet to come.
That touchdown makes our score. Bowling Green.
The new scoreboard here on our YouTube feed's getting a workout tonight.
That it is. You're getting a workout. What are you talking about? Keeping up with it.
When you start to feel good and confident, then you leave the timeout graphic over your scoreboard for about 5 minutes, which I just did a few minutes ago. But all in all, I think good debut for the blocked extra point.
Actually, that was right up the tailgate of the center. I don't know who that kicker was. Who was that? That number 8?
Indian, 0.
Oops.
Looks like Jace Askew. Is that 8?
8, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that ball didn't get above the waistline to anybody.
So 53-0 our score. Bowling Green leading Van Farm. Minute 28 to go in the third quarter on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
So a Brandon Gamm touchdown makes it 53-0, minute 28 to go in the third quarter here in week one. We'll be on the road next week down to Montgomery City as the Louisiana Bulldogs go to the road for the first time. Easton Orff kicks it off for Bowling Green. To the far side, and that's Lay, and he's brought down after a marginal gain.
You know, every kickoff's been about the 22 to the 25-yard line, and Lay's picked it up. He's had some pretty good running backs, 2 of 19, 1 of 16. And that's had a lot to do with a lot of their offense tonight, is return yardage for the Indians.
Look at Brady Huber still sprinting to the middle of the field to get the tee. That's his action tonight, and he's gonna make the most of it.
You see that JV jersey down there with white numbers, with red numbers with the white trim? Look how much better that stands out than the gray. Numbers aren't even as big. Conaway in trouble.
Yeah, he is, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 25.
Yeah, from the 30-yard line all the way back inside the 15.
That's the first time he's looked kind of hopeless back there.
Looks like they'll mark it at the 13, so
17-yard
loss.
Oof. 2nd and 27. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Bowling Green up 53-0 here in week one over Van Far on KJFM.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So a sack and then the end of the third quarter. And it's going to be 2nd and 27 for Van Far to start the fourth, down 53-0 to the Bowling Green Bobcats. As they take the field, waiting for Van Far to switch ends. And they've got a long way to jog from where they finished the third quarter to where they have to start the fourth. They are deep in their own territory after that sack.
That they are. And it's going to be what? Just second down, but it's going to be 2nd and 27.
Yeah.
To keep that Bobcat spirit up tonight. This year's cheerleading squad.
I think after the last touchdown, I think the band gave up. They didn't play the fight song. You only have so much wind when it's this humid outside.
Kind of like the mascot that's got to do push-ups. You know, at 57, you're like, forget that.
No one's counting.
Forget that.
So 2nd and 27 for Van Far from deep in their own territory, inside their own 10. And they'll hand it off, and there's nothing there. Oh, he almost got away. If it wasn't for a handful of jersey, he would have got a little bit of a gain out of that.
As it is, he lost a yard. Who was that? Is that Eoff again? Gonna lose a yard.
3rd and 28. Clock running down to 11:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lots of things to be excited about if you're a Bowling Green fan. There are still some good takeaways for the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
They just got to string those plays together. Roll out for Nikos. Conaway trying to find the edge, puts it in the air, and it is overthrown. Man on the near side was Gibson.
I mean, let's be for real. You got to figure Bowling Green's a defending conference champion and then probably the odds-on favorite to win it again this year. And so you start out with them. You come in with low numbers to begin with. Then you got 5 kids that are hurt and injured or suspended or whatever their issues were.
Yeah.
And, you know, that'll set you back. That'll set you back.
They'll return to BJ's.
Yeah, they've got some athletes. They've got some speed.
Kickoff again at 7.
They just need a little more in the numbers game. Fourth down and 28. Low snap, and the kick goes to the far side. It got past the first down marker. I was excited about that.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Again, another 50-plus yard punt by Conaway. Well, with what we've just said with the circumstances, the teams that see this score tomorrow, I wouldn't sell Van Far just short.
No, not at all.
Get those guys back. You got some blockers that are out, and then you got some ability for Lay to get away from the big boys if you got some help up front. So, yeah, I wouldn't this is kind of a one-off, in my opinion.
Yeah. Clock running down inside 10 minutes as Bowling Green gets the ball for the second time here in the half. Their first possession of the half ended in a 30-yard Brandon Gam touchdown. Late man onto the field is Brody Essig.
Another big boy.
He wears number 53. Big boy for a freshman lineman out there. Fumbled on the exchange, but I think the quarterback fell on it.
Yeah, is that
recovered by number 8, Jace Eskew for the Bobcats.
Eskew's in at quarterback.
Yeah. And what's exciting about the Van Far program is they brought in Steve Geschwinder to run their middle school program. And I think having a feeder program is not something they've really had over the past couple of years. And you've got some good stock coming up. You got the Reading boys, the next generation of them getting to that age now. So it's a system that might be able to produce some talent over the next couple of years.
Yeah, and well, I don't care what you say if you don't have a decent feeder program. That sets your varsity program back, a year or two, because those kids come into as a freshman and they got a lot of catching up to do. Where these schools that have good feeder programs, some of those freshmen are ready to go, even on the varsity level.
Van Far had some guys late getting off the field, and flags come out as Bowling Green was ready to snap the ball.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution is the call.
That'll bring it forward a couple more yards after the gain of 3 on second down. So now it's going to be a manageable 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 now for the Bobcats.
From the 43-yard line of Bowling Green.
4 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Held tonight at Second Baptist Church, immediately following the game until 11 p.m.
Hand off to the near side, and it's going to be close to the first down. Did they get the push they needed? It's going to be very close. I think they've got it. Dane Dunn on the carry. He's a freshman running back.
His second carry, but that was good for first down yardage.
They haven't signaled it yet. There it goes. 1st and 10.
And that run is good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Thanks to some of our sponsors here tonight. Liggins Flooring, Knight Equipment Company, Ayers Oil Company, Quint Bowling Construction, and the Remax Realty Shop at Alicia Koenig over there. On first down, big tangle up at the end there. That was inadvertent. I think that was Nate Mix.
Easton Orff on the carry, and I've run out of space for running backs on my score sheet. So,
are you into next week's form?
We'll just roll on with this scoring going forward. How about that?
Yeah.
As things have pretty much been decided here this evening.
Another handoff. Busting through, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Easton Orff again on the carry. Stopped just short.
So some valuable varsity minutes for the Bowling Green youngsters down to the 45-yard line of the Indians.
Orff just a freshman. Dunn a freshman.
Pitch out to the far side, and this one's going to be a loss. Pitch out was to Easton Orff, and he'll lose about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 4th and about 8.
Making it 4th down and 6 from the 49-yard line.
Let's see, Eskew, he's a freshman. So, yeah, a lot of young guys getting some time on Friday night. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Going to go for it here on 4th down. 2-back set. Orff's a big boy. Now Cooper Keel, or not Cooper Keel.
Eskew,
yeah. Good spin move across the 40. He's got the first with a gain of about 13. Down to the 39-yard line, and a 4th down conversion for Jace Eskew.
A little spin move in there. Yeah.
And a timeout.
Water break.
Final water break with 5:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. 53-0 Bobcats are driving with the freshman in on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
5:50 to go here in the ball game. 53-0 Bowling Green leads Van Far here in Week 1. Our coverage brought to you by Kuda's Auto Repair, Central Bank of Audrain County, Ubrand Construction, Orff Construction Company, Reed Insurance Agency, and Aloha Wood Fire Pizza. Have you had an Aloha Wood Fire Pizza yet?
I have. I've had a couple of them.
There's another good run. Is that Orff again?
It is.
Got away from a tackle. They tried the strip out there. And he takes it all the way down inside the 15. Easton Orff going north and south there.
And that's good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Yeah, nice run by Orff that time. About 30 yards worth of run.
Yeah, they mark him, at the 16. Well, one official standing at the 14. And they're right back to it. These guys are excited to be in this ball game. Inside handoff. And Orff was trying to drag the pile there.
Bryson Lay had him by the bootstraps, though. Didn't let him get away.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. No gain on the play.
On the carry for the Bobcats. Minimal gain on the play. With under 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, we're down to 4:55 left.
Eastern Missouri Conference.
4th quarter. All Bowling Green. It seems like forever ago that Marcus was running.
It's been a while. He needs the rest, though.
Yes, he does. More fight up the middle for Bowling Green, and forward progress stopped. They kept going after the whistles. Eoff was getting his money's worth on that one. Dane Dunn on the carry, gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Many Indians in on that tackle.
I find it interesting. You see this with a lot of teams, especially with the younger guys. The quarterback runs to get the play and then runs back on the field rather than sending a receiver in and out like we used to do in the old days. Mm-hmm. Quarterbacks wore out from running back and forth to the sideline.
Yeah. Pitch out to Orff. Easton into the secondary and stops short of the goal line. But it's 1st down yardage, 1st and goal for Bowling Green.
And that run is good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
Mark it at the 2-yard line, I believe.
Down to 3:40 to play. Bowling Green wants to punch it in one more time. They'll huddle up here ahead of this 1st and goal to go play. 2-back set. It's a pitch out to Orff again. He puts his head down. Stopped. Is he in? Touchdown. Easton Orff from 2 yards out with 3:15 to go.
That's number 45, Easton Orff on that touchdown
Make it
run.
59-0 with the extra point yet to come.
And that's good
He
for
fought for
Bowling
those 2
Green
yards, didn't he? Whew. They stood him up.
Yes, he did.
He kept those feet moving.
BGHS 59, Van Far 0.
They let a couple more seconds off before they stopped the clock. So official time of the touchdowns, 3:11 remaining.
I have to talk to our time operator. It's got to be, got to have that magical thumb.
Kick is up, and this one is good. Making it even 60 for Bowling Green here in week 1. Teddy Charlton.
Everybody getting in the action tonight.
And Junior kicks it through. And with 3:11 to go, we'll take our final break, most likely, before the end of this ball game. I don't think anyone's going to be taking a timeout in the final 3:11 of this ball game. 60-0. Bowling Green leads the Indians on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High school sports all season long on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
They're starting the 4th with Louisiana and North Callaway, and the T-Birds have extended their lead to 34-0, so just outside of running clock territory there. That's a surprise. Bowling Green up 60-0 here with 3:11 to play. And score the touchdown, and now Orff will kick it off. Gets it to the 20. Here's Lay trying to break that goose egg over on the far side, and he might do it. Cut down as he crosses the 45-yard line. Lay, that was their best chance at a touchdown tonight.
Had some running room up the right sideline, turned on the Jets. Got knocked out of bounds, as you said, at the Bowling Green 45-yard line.
Gibson on the tackle, number 28, Zach Gibson, the sophomore. I don't know why the clock's not running.
Nor do I.
60-0, 3:01 to play. Run that clock. Couple of late Bobcats in. Try and get some numbers. Tanner McGaw comes into the ball game. First time we've called his name tonight. I think everyone about, if they're healthy, have been in this ball game.
A lot of them have.
On first down, not much running room. Gets about 2.5, 3 yards.
Number 34, Brandon Eoff on the run for the Indians. Pickup of about 2.
We'll call it 2nd and 7. Yeah, it's a pure 8.
Pure 8, yeah. Being generous.
And the clock runs again down to 2:15.
Got to be honest, my second half stats are kind of non-existent. Other than scoring.
Yeah. It's been fun if you're a Bowling Green fan. Fun to watch.
Yeah, not so much if you're on the other side.
Pitch out to the near side. Here's Eoff. He might break one. He is making the turn, and a host of Bobcats get him down inside the 10. They're going to have a shot here. 1st and goal to go for Van Far on a long run by Brandon Eoff.
Brought down by several Bobcats.
Minute 48. Looked like the clock was stopped for a second. So they've got 2, maybe 3 more plays to try and punch it in. I'll say a minute 30 by the time they snap the ball. 1st and goal. Low snap. Conaway rolling out and sidesteps a man, and he's brought down. A long fight. If you're going to go down inside a minute and a half trying to score, go down. Don't fight for inches.
Exactly. The clock is not your friend right now. No gain.
Several Bobcats in on that tackle.
And we're down to a minute.
So they'll at least run one more play.
Yeah. They make it to the line with 50 on the clock.
I'm giving it to Eoff and say, big boy.
Bust it.
Bull on in there.
Conaway.
We'll throw it.
Roll out. He's going to put it away, trying for the corner of the end zone, and he's in. Van Far on the board. Make it 60-6 with 30 seconds to go. So the shutout is no more as Conaway gets in. They'll stop the clock with an even 30. They're going to go for 2 here.
Probably so.
I think last year they had a kicker.
Did they? I don't see the cake out there, so it doesn't look like we're going to kick it. Unless somebody's got it in their pocket.
Yep, they're going for 2. Conaway, back to pass, throws into the ground. And the 2-point is no good. 30 seconds to go. We will take one more break. 60-6, Bowling Green leads Van Far on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
So you think those freshmen and sophomores out there are going to catch any grief from the starters?
Probably not.
Maybe in the tape room.
Probably not. Yeah, not tonight. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or whatever. Do they watch tape on Sunday in high school these days?
I'm not sure. 30 seconds to go. Van Far will kick it off for the second time tonight. The first time did not go well.
Well, my guess is they kick it off, and that should be it.
Yeah.
The clock should continue to run, and they won't even run a play. So you swib it, just like that.
Fielded. He's going to reverse and brought down. Dane Dunn on the
Fisher
return.
Keeps stopping the clock. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Yeah.
Now he winds it.
So I can't imagine Bowling Green will even run a play.
As time winds down here in this week 1 contest.
In fact, the fans want one more play. It ain't going to happen. 60-6 is our final as the final second ticks off. Bowling Green improves to 1-0. Van Far falls to 0-1. We'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Our final in this one, Bowling Green doesn't get the shutout, but get an impressive win over Van Far. 60-6 is our final over the Van Far Indians. Bowling Green 1-0, Van Far 0-1, and a good start to the 2021 campaign for Bowling Green, and I think for us here in the booth. It was a fun game.
Yeah, we knocked some rust off.
Yeah.
And, not a whole lot of interesting things other than some young guys getting some action in the second half, but a stellar first half by the first team of Bowling Green, namely Michael Marcus Starks. That's right. Michael's already off doing something else. 265 yards with 4 touchdowns. Of course, the game started with a Bowen kickoff return of 77 yards, and Bowling Green never looked back from that point forward.
Not at all. 60-6 is our final. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, break down those numbers a little further, and give you all the action from around the area as we continue the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
60-6, our final. Bowling Green over Van Far here in week 1. And let's look at some of these numbers for this Bowling Green offense. Well, you were going to start with Van Far, weren't you?
Well, as we said, it was just Bowling Green from the outset. Michael Starks, 4 touchdowns, 265 yards on the ground. Dylan Dalton only threw the ball twice, 2 completions, just 38 yards, both of them to Owen Niemeyer. and one of them was for a touchdown for 14 yards. That back in the first quarter, and they just dominated from the outset. I mean,
and that's a way that Bowling Green can surprise you. They'll come out, they'll do a running attack this week, and then they can very, very easily switch to a passing game. They've shown it in the past that if you're game planning on one thing, they can pivot to the other pretty quickly.
Well, and I suspect that they'll have to throw the ball next week if they want to defeat Palmyra, although Palmyra was losing, the last I saw, to Hallsville at home, which is a rarity in and of itself, and we'll get to those scores in a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, they're pretty versatile. There are some teaching moments. They had 4 major penalties and cost them a couple other scores actually early in the game, and those are things that they'll want to work on. But defensively, they played well. Like I said, I didn't keep up much with the stats in the second half, but Van Fort only had 3 yards rushing in the first half. When you keep a team to 3 yards rushing, 91 yards passing, and really those 91 yards passing were Conaway dropping back and throwing Hail Marys and hoping for Lay to run under it, and he did run under a couple of them. There wasn't anything that was really a direct pass across the middle or out or slant or anything like that would terribly concern Bowling Green with the passing offense. So they pretty much had this thing under control from the outset, and as the final score would indicate, they continued on throughout the game.
60-6 our final. We'll take another break. We'll check the ticker and find some scores from around the area to wrap up this broadcast, our Week 1 broadcast of high school football on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
60-6 our final. Bowling Green over Van Far here in Week 1. The North Callaway Thunderbirds are now up 40-0 with 5:01 left to play over Louisiana. Last I saw, Mark Twain has taken a 2-touchdown lead.
Actually, it's 34-12 now.
Okay, so they've scored again, yeah.
I think I said Mark Twain's putting in a new track. I'm not positive that's true, so don't hold me to it.
I'm seeing some highlights there.
They're doing some work up there, but I'm not sure it's a track.
Yep.
But their football team is rolling tonight for sure against a pretty good South Callaway team.
And we'll see them in 2 weeks as they play at Van Far.
That we will. Monroe City leads St. Pius X out of Festus 34-14. All these are going to be fourth quarter scores because we're a little bit ahead of everybody. Kirksville over Macon 41-29. Clark County still leads Wright City 20-14. Hannibal over Jeff City Helias 47-20. Harrisburg over Paris 40-6. Palmyra trails Hallsville 22-7. That's in the fourth. Brookfield over Trenton 12-6. Troy Buchanan, that's a first quarter score. says 21-0 Troy. Mark Twain again is 34-12 over South Callaway. Quincy Notre Dame leads Quincy 33-7. Highland, big Highland, big score for them tonight, 50-14 over Putnam County. Pleasant Plains came back and beat Pittsfield 30-14. Centralia upset by Mexico 46-20. So some interesting scores there. One of the biggest games in the state actually was CBC out of St. Louis playing East St. Louis. Tonight will be interesting tomorrow morning to see who won that game. Bunch of Division I players in that game. So lots of good action around the area tonight. And, again, as Mark told you, we'll be back at it next Friday night from Montgomery County. But actually, you'll hear from us again on Monday as we'll be in Clopton, as the Clopton Lady Hawks will take on the South Shelby Lady Birds in the opening game of the 2021 softball season.
And then Thursday we'll have some more softball for you as Bowling Green travels over to Wallace Park to take on the Lady Bulldogs.
That's a fact.
So a lot of action next week as we get this fall season rolling in the 2021-22 school year here on KJFM. Our final in this one, 60-6, Bowling Green over Van Far. For Jim Ross, Mark Froenig saying we'll see you next week for more sports here on KJFM.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.